You know what? It's time to make a guide for Wuthering Waves. If you're a new player that recently started Wuthering Waves as their first open world gacha game and doesn't have a single idea on where to start, then this video is for you. In this video, I'll be going through every basic thing that you need to know about Wuthering Waves in the simplest way possible that even a month-old baby can understand. So without further ado, welcome to the Wuthering Waves Beginner's Guide. Union level is your account level, with level 80 being the highest, and Soul 3 phase is your rank, with the maximum being 8. You can gain XP by doing quests, exploration, challenges, pretty much everything. You don't really have to worry about it, so just play the game at your own pace. Every 10 levels, your rank will increase by 1, and at levels 20, 40, and 60, you'll be required to complete an ascension quest. Only by doing so will your level and rank cap increase, but keep in mind that each time you rank up, the difficulty increases, but so do the rewards. So if you find it too difficult, you can lower your rank every 12 hours and vice versa. Okay, so once you've reached this point of the game, you will unlock this system called the Data Bank. If you actually listened to what Yang said earlier, then you'll have no problem understanding the system, but if you still didn't get it, then here's a simple explanation for it. Every time you defeat a mob, aka a tacit discord in the overworld, they have a chance to drop this so-called echo. Now listen closely, because this is where things get a little complicated. The game will run you through the idea of equipping echoes and whatnot, but I'll go into a more easy to understand explanation. Echoes are essentially your stats booster, responsible for making your characters stronger. You can see their cost, how much it costs you to equip them, their main stats, and eventually, after upgrading them, their substats, as well as their unique skills and effects. You can ignore everything for now, as it's not really important this early in the game, so for the time being, click on Suggest and auto-equip your echoes. You may have noticed that upon equipping an echo, you'll have the ability to use their skill. Note that you can only use the echo skill if they're equipped in the very first slot. There's also an indication marked with a check mark. I'll save the rest of the details about echoes, how to farm for them, etc. for another video if the opportunity ever arises. But for now, that's pretty much the gist of it. In short, it's basically Pokemon. You defeat a TD, you either absorb it or not, you add it to your collection, you utilize it, you upgrade it, equip it, whatever you want to do, then farm for some more. The databank system is what allows us to keep track of our echoes. This includes their drop rate, highest drop rarity, which is the highest rarity claimable ranging from 2 stars to 5 stars, and your cost limit, which you can also see in your character tab. The databank has a maximum level of 30 as of this recording. Who knows if it'll be increased in the future though. You can level up your databank by collecting new echoes and higher rarities of already obtained echoes. So for example, if you already have a 2-star echo and absorb a 5-star echo of that same type, you'll also gain databank XP. You can track the desired echoes by clicking on this button below. As you level up your databank, the values shown here will gradually increase till they reach their maximum levels. Upon reaching databank level 15, you'll unlock Data Merge, which allows you to craft echoes using the ones you don't need. There's no need to go into detail, as you should have already understood the fundamentals by this point. If you want to level up your databank faster, focus on defeating every TD you see, track missing echoes, and once you reach databank level 15, batch merge or duplicate echoes for a chance at new ones. There are likely more optimized guides out there, but this is just my 2 cents. I highly advise you as a beginner not to level up your echoes unless necessary from the start, as you'll get better ones later. Instead, focus on leveling up your databank till you're guaranteed 5-star drops, but until then, just level up. After progressing through the quest as normal, you'll unlock the gacha system and the events tab. Complete the tutorial as usual. Now the gacha system typically consists of 4 types of banners: the limited character banner, the limited weapon banner, the novice banner, which is only exclusive to new players, the standard character banner, and finally the standard weapon banner. There are 2 types of currencies you can use for the gacha: Blue Knights, which are paid and can only be obtained with real money, and Astrites, which you can earn through most in-game activities. I don't recommend using Astrites to pull on the standard banners since they are permanent. Instead, save them for the limited banners. It costs 160 Astrites for a single pull and 1600 for 10 pulls. There are 3 types of special tokens used for wishing. The first is Radiant Tide, which is used for limited character banners. The second is Forging Tide, which is used for limited weapon banners. And the third is Lustrous Tide, used for both standard banners. Then you have the shop. This is where you can exchange your corals for pulls, which you can get by wishing. And you can also exchange your Astrites for tokens, but it's ultimately the same. This is also where you can buy Lunites, so if you don't mind burning through your pockets, you can buy these for absolute absurd prices. You can exchange them for Astrites, pull for your characters, you get the point. I recommend following the game's tip here by spending responsibly. Before wishing, I'll briefly go over the 50-50 and the pity system. Don't worry, you don't need to fully understand the details, just the basics. All you need to remember is that the 50-50 only applies to limited character banners. When you get a 5-star on a limited character banner, there's a 50% chance it's the featured character and a 50% chance it's a standard one. If you lose, you get a standard character and your next 5-star is guaranteed to be the featured one. If you win, you get the featured character, but your next 5-star will still be 50-50. The pity system tracks how many pulls you've made on a banner. A 5-star character is guaranteed within 80 pulls at the latest, so you can get one earlier. Once you pull a 5-star, the pity resets. Keep in mind that pity carries over between banners of the same type. For example, if you've done 40 pulls on one limited character banner without getting a 5-star, and then switch to another limited character banner, your pity does not reset. You'll still be at 40 pulls. This means you only need up to 40 more pulls to reach the guaranteed 5-star. So if someone asks how much pity you're at, they're referring to how many pulls you've done so far. You can check this in your pull history. There are also terms like hard pity and soft pity, but I won't go into them since they aren't that important for beginners. Pulling for weapons on the limited weapon banners is pretty straightforward. On the weapon banner, you're guaranteed the featured 5-star weapon within 80 pulls. There's no 50-50, which means you will always get the limited weapon. The standard character banner also has a pity of 80. There's no 50-50, but the 5-star you get is random, meaning it can be any of the standard characters. The standard weapon banner is similar to the limited weapon banner. The only main difference is that you can select a target weapon. I recommend choosing the Emerald of Genesis sword, as it's a very versatile sword that works well for Rover and several other characters. Of course, feel free to pick whatever suits you. Going back to the Novice Convene, pull this banner as you please. One thing I'll only tell you is that if you don't have Arena yet, I advise choosing her in the Beginner's Choice Convene. She's a great healer and she will surely help you in the long run. If you're unsure on who to pull, you can try out the current limited characters in the Events tab to see if they suit your taste. At the end of the day, pulling characters comes down to personal preference, so go for whoever you enjoy the most. Characters, also known as Resonators in Wuthering Waves, are categorized into 6 attributes: Glacio, Fusion, Electro, Aero, Spectro, and Havoc. These attributes mainly determine the type of damage a character deals, but they also matter when it comes to enemy resistances and immunities. There are 5 types of weapons in the game: Broadblade, Sword, Pistols, Gauntlets, and Rectifiers. This is fairly self-explanatory, so I won't go into detail here. Leveling up your character is pretty straightforward. If you're ever missing materials, you can check your bag and track the items you need from there. The same goes for weapons. You can also use unwanted weapons as materials for upgrading, but I personally find it faster to just use weapon XP materials. You can also rank up weapons when you obtain duplicate copies of it, which enhances its score effects. Next up are the skills. This is also known as Forte. This is where you can upgrade a Resonator's abilities. There are many guides online that explain which skills to prioritize, but if you want to learn it yourself, you can click on any skill and then turn on the outline option above. This will simplify things for you. Resonance chains are upgrades for Resonators that use duplicate character copies to enhance their skills and grant additional buffs. They are typically obtained by pulling duplicates of a character or exchanging them for corals in the shop. There isn't really a strict play-by-the-book way to build characters, so if you want to build them more seriously in the future, I highly recommend looking up character guides online. For someone just starting the game, I'd suggest not overthinking it and simply play at your own pace, and focus building one character first, then gradually build a proper team. If you open your map, you'll find a consumable resource called Waveplates. These are used to claim rewards such as weapon and skill materials, EXP materials, Resonator Ascension materials, pretty much anything labeled as a material. The other resource called Waveplate Crystals is your stored Waveplates when you haven't used them for a very long time. Think of this as an overflow storage or emergency Waveplates you can use when you run out. Waveplates slowly regenerate over time, 1 Waveplate every 6 minutes of real world time, and up to a maximum of 240. Once your Waveplates are full, any extra will be stored as Waveplates crystals at a rate of 1 every 12 minutes, up to a maximum of 480. These can be exchanged back into Waveplates at a 1-to-1 ratio. You have 3 ways to replenish your Waveplates: Waveplate crystals, crystal solvents, and astrites. I strongly advise saving crystal solvents and only use them when necessary, as using them at lower levels is inefficient since you'll receive lower rewards. It's best to save them for higher levels when farming materials becomes more valuable. Moving on to the best part of the game, the combat. I fucking suck, so my only advice for you guys is to learn how to dodge and don't have skill issue like me. Calm down. And that's pretty much it for this Wuthering Waves Beginner's Guide video. If this helped you even a little bit, please support the channel by subscribing, liking the video, and leaving a comment. I'm trying to hit 1,000 subscribers before the end of the year, so I'd really appreciate the hell out of it. If you want to see more guide videos like this, let me know in the comment section down below what I should cover next, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye bye, arigatou gozaimasu, mata ne, and peace y'all.